This morning, pressure and frustration growing in Idaho as the hunt for a murderer hits 30 days with no results.
You can feel it here in Moscow. It's just a very heavy cloud. It's a hard place to be.
Police spokesperson Robbie Johnson telling ABC News they brought in an army of experts and FBI support to comb through new tips about the white Hyundai Elantra seen in the immediate area in the early morning hours of November 13th.
We'd like to know who was in that car that night, where it might be now. It could be in a different state. We have resources across the country that are ready to jump on in any information we can provide on that and follow those leads and talk to whoever is in that car.
Local businesses heeding the call, turning over surveillance video, anything that might help. Turning over surveillance video, anything that might help.
They said that ours was actually one of the best, clearest. They could see clear across to the other side of the road. So they were kind of hopeful when they did get that footage. Get that footage.
With new details, authorities re-interviewing residents, bringing back memories.
Do they have those reports of a scream that was heard?
They're aware of people talking about that happening, and of course they're looking into that type of thing. Every bit of information that comes in, they're looking into.
The university preparing to close for winter break after holding commencement ceremonies over the weekend, honoring Xana Kernodle, Ethanchapin, Madisonmogen, and Kayleegoncalves, who was set to graduate. Instead, her father Steve, desperate for answers and pleading with authorities to find the person and the weapon responsible.
This was a brutal weapon. It sounds like it was a professional type weapon that couldn't break, and they weren't stab wounds. They were like large punctures.
And so right now, people in this normally close-knit college town are asked to remain vigilant, to travel in pairs and stick to well-lit areas. Authorities saying this should be a new way of life in Moscow, at least for now. Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Moscow, Idaho.
The murders in Moscow. The murders in Moscow. The murders in Moscow. Brian had lived just a few miles away. That Brian drove a white Elantra, a car that law enforcement across the nation was looking for. In Pullman. And that Brian might have killed
4 University Idaho students, and their names are, y'all say it with me, literally where you are, whisper it under your breath, just have the words come out of your mouth, okay? Kayleegoncalves. Your turn. Madisonmogen. Your turn. Ethanchapin. Your turn. Xana Kernodle. Your turn. And any students, service workers that were not involved in any way, shape, or form, and their life will never be the same, lift them up now. Okay, because we spend so much time talking about Kohberger, we lose sight of why we got involved in this case. We lose sight of why we have sleepless nights, why we cannot get them out of our heads, why we have notebooks and notebooks of dates, and why we can't look away. They are the reason why, not Kohberger, not anybody else who potentially could be involved.
Lifting up the friends and families and everyone affected by these kiddos.